Howdy bros, I'm just taking care of a couple little odds and ends, but while I'm in here I was gonna show you what I'm doing and what it's all about. Real quick, I want to show you this. We like to play the football, but it was always rolling around the floor. This seems like a stupid thing, but just tucked it right in there. Travels well. We're a big football family. Baby, I want you to put it right between those two trees. I'm very disappointed. Not actually watching it, playing it. I don't like watching sports. I used to like watching football. No offense to any big football fans out there. But I used to really be into football. You could name a team and a number, and I used to be able to name the player. But that was back when I hated my life. I realized that's what... And something about it seems creepy when it's like, you'll see like full-grown men, like 40, 50-year-old men, yelling at a 22-year-old boy to run harder. Like, these are the most finely tuned athletes, and apparently they're not doing enough for you. So, yeah, I don't know, the whole thing I think is weird. Not only that, but imagine getting hit like that. Just once. Imagine, like, that's like falling off a ladder. That's 6 foot. A 6-foot ladder, like 40 times. And then you're still yelling at the TV that they're not running in that fast enough for you, or standing up during certain songs, God forbid. Anyway, sorry, I had to get into some shit here on my channel, but I'm gonna show you a couple things that I did. First, I did had to do a big reorganize. It's time for me to stop fucking around and start making some cash. So what I did is I'm trying to set myself up as Mr. Traveling Tool Man, like a proper gypsy. So I got all my tools and stuff down here. Alright, it doesn't look very organized, but it doesn't look as organized as it is. A lot prettier than it did, that's true. It's my old man there. But yeah, so I got all my little screws and whatsits and widgets there. That's the most annoying thing when you're doing a job and you can't find all the little stuff you want. I got a ladder back in there, which you cannot see. Extension cords and cables and whatnots and ropes. My levels there. I got a little radiator leak, so I just have to keep putting fluid in it, but that's a video for another day. Alright, and over here again, doesn't look very organized, but I got my 2 milk crates. There's another milk crate on the other side here that's chock full of hand tools and stuff. And up on top I got little things like caulking and little sheet goods and materials I don't need. Here's my die cord. It's eventually a roof job for this thing I need to do. Flexi hose is still working for those who didn't believe. Alright, I'm also filling up my water as I'm doing this little video. As those you know, the fresh water goes in here. And typically you pull this little dude out here. A lot of people aren't sure what that thing's for, but that's supposed to let air out. But my tank would only fill up about halfway and then start puking back up the water, so I could never get a full tank, or like a completely full tank. At best case, I would have a 3/4 tank before the water started chalking back out. And let me show you real quickly why. Alright, here's my water tank. This is the water going in. The hose goes into this, and this feeds this large freshwater tank. But back here behind it, this is the small hose, this is the air hose, but I blew into it and it's somehow clogged. So what I did is I just took it out, and you can actually feel, well, you can't because you're a video, but if I were to do that, it'd start puking water back out the other way, because I can feel the breeze coming out of this thing. That's the air releasing from the tank, but that is supposed to go through this and go out that little hole right here if it was functioning properly. But what I'm going to do is hook up an air compressor and try to blow that air line clean, or if not, I can just keep doing it the stupid way that I am doing it right now. So I'm letting that fill up while I'll show you some other things. Alright, around here on the other side, this is another thing getting a bit annoying because it's plastic, and this is a 1988, so that's very old plastic, and plastic isn't, you don't see old Roman plastic, so there, all the Romans' plastic is gone. All the Greeks, all their masonry and stonework are still here, but all their fine plastics have deteriorated. So this little hinge thing here, this broke. Although my son slams the holy living shit out of these doors, and it broke when he slammed it. He assures me it was broke before he got here, which is like everything that breaks. It couldn't have possibly been broken because of them. For now, I'm trying this little cheap fix here. I just took and filled it up with a bunch of liquid nail and then put a clamp on it. But what I'm going to do, probably when this doesn't last very long, it might last, I don't know, I mean, it's still got a lot of liquid nail in there, there's still a lot of meat that it's glued to, is I'll probably have to take, if you can look underneath, if you look underneath there, you have that metal strip. So what I'm going to do is put another little metal strip here, drill holes straight through it, and then take a nut and bolt and through bolt it to clamp it tight. They'll just sort of sandwich this and maybe put a little bit of rubber between that and that to keep it tight. But that looks like something that is eventually happening at all my... They're all starting to go. Like I said, it's plastic riveted to metal, and that's not necessarily very strong. Alright, as you can see, a steady stream of water puking out of there means we're done. And so I pull that back out, get that tight, drop that dude back in there, shut that, and I keep that locked so people don't come and pee in my fresh water and try to trick me and get me to shower in their pee. Little do they know how much I want to do that. Thanks again for all the tips on the vehicles. I'm still on the fence. I am leaning toward the Jeep Cherokee and maybe putting a rack on the top, something that would carry a 4x8 piece of plywood, something, I don't know. After getting all the comments about the Jeep, I saw this bad daddy from the side of the road, so I went and checked it out. I like the way it looks from about 20 foot away, but you get up close and it's a heap of shit. And I tried to test, I mean, I've had Jeeps before, so I just kind of wanted it, but one, it wouldn't start, couldn't get the door open, and the inside smells like Hillary Clinton's dick, so I didn't, I went and passed on this one, but I still am I'm in the market for a Jeep. I've had 2 Jeeps in my life, 2 Jeep Cherokees, so I'm pretty familiar with that vehicle, and I do like it. Yeah, but I also, like I said, I'm at $2 grand, so I'm not really sure quite yet how I'm going to play this game, because I don't need another old beat-ass vehicle. I got plenty of old beat vehicles in my life, and it's getting a little bit annoying, constantly wrenching on something. Which I should just suck it up and embrace it, because that's going to be the rest of my life. Also, this is, remember I showed you in the house video, my old renter's really shit rap demo CD. Well, I've been using the empty cases, and I've been making my, putting my comedy CD for my special in there. I put my special out here, on here, folks, and if any of you, I'll put the link below if you want to download it. That would be great. I could use the support, both emotionally and financially. I'm not asking for donations like some of these other turds that get millions of subscribers. I'm trying to sell you some comedy, but if you're old school and you want an actual DVD, I'm actually, I feel pretty proud of myself. I got a lot done in these last couple days. I told you, I'm turning this ship around. I got a lot done. I figured out how to burn CDs. Let me show you. I'm bragging here. Let me brag on you. I figured out how to burn CDs, make cases. Look at that front. Well, it's upside down. Let's pretend like it's not upside down. Don't worry, we're still working out the kinks, folks. Yeah, and I put a couple other films on I made on there. Little couple DVD extras. Yeah, and the 20th purchase from my YouTube channel can request a photograph of any 3 parts of my body, fully nude, well lit, at any angle you want. A lot of people do dick pics. I've heard. I'm not in that game, but I'm going to start a thing where you do the dick pic head on, like straight down the shaft. No one takes that angle. That's the yeah. I'll call it the point blank dick pic. I don't know. I got to work on a name. Oh, speaking of which, working on names. Maybe you can help me name my new invention. I've invented this. This is the traveling man dog invention. Because me and the Zigster, and we like to go out and sit in the park. I've installed this spike onto his leash so I can just jam it in the ground. Maybe this already exists. I don't know. I've seen those little twisty, screwy things. But this is nice. It fits right on here. This is small dog size. I'm thinking to name it the Spike for Spike, the Dog Peg, the Metal Tent Spike, Hey Dog Stay Here, something like that. I don't know. But it's coming quite handy. I'm out of little poop bags, but this is the dog and this is the grab and go dog kit. So anyway, what the hell am I even talking about? This is a rambling ass video, but I might get 3 videos this week. I might be back, folks. I might be back in the game. Who knows? Who knows? Anyway, thank you guys for stopping by, tuning in. It's Baby Jay's birthday today. Well, I'll show you this. Why not? Fuck it. Who knows? You've watched this far, so I'll show you what I got her. Well, I didn't get her anything. I made her some shirts. I had to buy the blanks. I had to do the work. I had to think it out. So I'm going to show you. Let me set you down here. I'll set you down right there. If I can open without ripping her box open. Ah! Okay. I made her 3 t-shirts. I actually made her 4, but one kind of got messed up. I'll show you the messed up one first. Where is it? Oh, okay, here's the messed up one. I tried to make, it's not too bad, but that's the Ziggy Stardog shirt. I'm going to give it to her anyway. This is super cool. This is only for some people. Look at that. Look at that. Nice? Nice. She's going to be the coolest kid in her class. Her. Be like, is that shirt really for her? Or is that really for you trying to hip out your kids? She likes their music. This is Macho Man Randy Savage. When you get a chance, I'll show you maybe she'll show you her impersonation of the Macho Man. Oh, yeah! Can't imagine why he died of a heart attack there. Oh, and this is the other one. She was with Mom, apparently. She saw a shirt that said hashtag goals, but she thought it said goats, and she thought it was hilarious. So this is a hashtag goats shirt. And I put a couple little goats on there, a little goat logo. So those are Baby Jay's shirts. I got her that. Dude, I am sweating my bones off here. Yeah, so I got her that, and I got her this big thing. She likes to read in bed. She likes to read in bed, and she always complains that the couch here, which she's not wrong. She is totally not wrong. It's very uncomfortable when you're sitting and you're watching TV. Because if you're here, this is where you are sitting there watching TV. Up there, it looks like that. You just have this little pit thing right here. So I got her this, so she can camp out like that. Or she likes to read in bed. I don't know. So yeah. So that's it. Birthday stuff for here. And a pecan pie. Who doesn't like a pecan pie? Well, folks, thanks for stopping by my RV. Oh, shit, I was going to talk about... Yeah, well, I already talked about the Jeep thing. Anyway. Yeah, thanks for you guys' input on that. That was really good. The Dodge Caravan is a good shout, but my son informed me he will never speak to me again if I'm caught in a minivan. He said, if you've just given up, Dad, if you've just given up on life altogether, why don't you just go ahead and cut your penis off? Maybe then you won't need a vehicle at all. You could just sit there without a penis. I'm secure enough to drive a minivan. I have no problem with that. But, no. But yeah, pickup truck, I don't know. Because if you go any sort of... My thing is, if I'm driving less than 3 hours, I'm going more than 3 hours, I'm sorry. 3 hours, or in about 3 to 4 hours in a night. I'll go 2 hours and drive home. That's fine. But if I'm going any more than that, I'm spending the night down there. And I'll take my house. But a truck... Maybe, at least with a Jeep Cherokee. I have slept in the back of a Jeep Cherokee in emergency situations. Actually, when I was, well, it's getting deep into it. Well, it's fine. I don't give a shit. But a lot of times when I was in London for a while, we had a Jeep Cherokee, which my friends thought was like a goddamn Humvee, because a Jeep Cherokee is huge over there. They hate cars, and most of them don't even drive. If they do drive, they drive a car about as big as your foot. And I was driving around this, one thing, being an American guy and driving a Cherokee, was sort of like a cartoon character. Not now. I'm above board and everything. Go Greenville, Green Wave. Yeah, so, but I used to put the the middle seats down, and my little short ass could fit perfectly right in there. And I used to be hauling camera kit around, and I couldn't leave it out in the city overnight, and I'd be hammered ass drunk, so I couldn't drive home. So a lot of times I would lay in there with this stuff, and I'd put a couple bags on me so if people walked by they wouldn't see me in there. But if they were to break in, I'd wake up and be like, "Hey, what are you doing?" And then it'd scare them off. So it served a multi-purpose thing. So I've slept in that before. So if I did go farther than that, or I was just going to go for one night, maybe I didn't want to spend $3 million in gas to go do a show. That would have that. Oh, yeah. Before I forget, I'm going to start pimping shows on here. Okay. Sunday night, that's this Sunday, September 25th, I'm going to be in Lexington. I will put a link to my website and have the gig dates on it. Lexington. And then on Tuesday, I'll be in Cincinnati, called Too Drunk and Too Loud. And then on Wednesday, I will be in Fort Wayne, at the Latch in Fort Wayne. So that's Lexington, Cincinnati, Fort Wayne. That's 3 opportunities to see me this week. If you're in any of those places, come check me out. Anyway, you'll see links for that below. I'm also going to put the link below for the special. Do you like foul-mouthed comedy? Sure. Check it out. Yeah, anyway, thank you guys for stopping by, and I appreciate, again, the help on the vehicle and the nice words about being sick. And you guys sticking around after my long break of not making videos. It is very much appreciated. Look how depressed Ziggy looks. I don't know if you can see him. Can you see him in the thing? Such a wiener. He's such a... No one treats a worse dog better. Hey, Ziggy! Yeah! Come on, buddy! Pep it up! He walked away from me, not to me. No, here it comes. Anyway, I'm going to go feed my dog a Valium and give him a little cuddles. But I'll talk to you guys later. I've said goodbye 50 times. I said goodbye like 8 minutes ago. Anyway, it's for real this time. This time, it's for real.